Today, we're going to make a website. A pretty simple website that, as you can see here, has a heading, 2 pictures, a link, something you can click on, and it takes you to another website, and a video. So you get to do this website about your favorite whatever. Your favorite sports star, your favorite sport, your favorite animal, your favorite music singer. I'm going to choose my favorite superhero.
I'm sorry, I literally have no idea what you're talking about.
And my favorite superhero is Lego Batman. So let me show you how I made this website. And I want you to follow along and do everything that I do with your own stuff to make your own website. First thing you need to have is you need to have the program Notepad++. If you go to the search menu, if you type in NOT, it should bring up Notepad and Notepad++. Don't use Notepad. Doesn't color code anything. You can use it, but it's kind of tricky. I really recommend Notepad++. Go ahead and open it up. And the first thing we're going to have to do is we are going to have to put in our basic code. So, to do that, we're going to type in HTML, which, by the way, is the language we are using. By typing this in, we're saying, computer, we are going to create a website in HTML. It stands for Hypertext Markup Language. It's not super important to remember that, but we do want to choose our language in the menu. So come up where it says Language, go down to HTML and select it. If you did it correctly, the word HTML should now be blue, assuming you're in Notepad++. We started it, and now we need to end it, so I'm going to hit /HTML. And this tells the computer to stop HTML. And we're going to put all of our code is going to be between these 2 tags. A tag is words surrounded by angle brackets that tell the computer what to do. It's like an instruction. Now inside of the tag, I'm also going to put in a head tag. Now this goes at the beginning. I have an end head tag, as you can see here. So I start the head, I end the head. And inside of the head tag, I'm going to put a title tag. So hopefully this isn't too confusing, but notice that your head and your end head are on either side of title. So title, the title tag, is inside the head tag. And then after title, we're going to put in the title of our website. Now my website is about Batman. So I'm going to write Batman. Yours can be about whatever your favorite whatever is. Now, I'm going to hit save. Save right here. Now, you can save it wherever your school saves stuff. I'm going to save mine on the desktop. You may have a special folder somewhere to save it, so save it where you save stuff. Let's take a look at this website. Now that we've saved it, and you can't do this until you've saved it, but now that we've saved it, I'm going to go to Run and launch in Chrome. I like Chrome. You can use Safari, Firefox, Internet Explorer. Those should work okay. Internet Explorer, not quite as much, but as you can see, this is my website, and it's totally blank. But right here, see where it says Batman? That's the title. If I was to change the title to Batman is Awesome, and it's safe, you'll notice that when I go back to my website and then hit refresh, boom, Batman is awesome. So whatever goes in that title tag, that's what's going to show up right here on your little tab. Next, we're going to put in some big words here, this big heading, and we're going to type my favorite superhero, Lego Batman. So to do that, I'm simply going to start my body tag. Now the body tag is like the main tag. It's like everything except for the head and title. Everything else goes in the body tag. I'm going to end the body tag down here. So body, and everything else is going to go in between it. So now I'm just going to type in the words, my favorite superhero, Lego Batman. Just like that. I'm going to hit save, right? Save. And then I come back to my website and I hit refresh. Now, as you can see, it says here, my favorite superhero, Lego Batman. We got the words on the page. Hallelujah. What comes next? Well, we need those words to be bigger. They're kind of important. We want to tell the computer, hey, this is like the main thing about my website. So we're going to use what's called an H1 tag. H1 stands for heading 1, and we're going to go ahead and put an H1 tag here. And like we've done before, we're going to end the H1 tag after it. Now notice what happens when I do that. I save, come over here, and I hit refresh. Boom. Now all of a sudden, my words are big. You'll notice some differences here. These are in the middle, and these are all the way on the left. So let's go ahead and move everything to the center. To do that, we're going to put in a center tag. C-E-N-T-E-R, and save. And I hit refresh. Boom. You'll see now it's in the center. Now, a lot of the things that we do in code to move things around, we actually use something called CSS. But CSS is a little complex for this because we're going to try and do this in 1, maybe 2 days. So we're just going to keep it pretty simple and kind of do some just traditional HTML code here. Next up, we're going to put in some pictures. So we need to find some pictures to put here. So if I just go to Google and I type in Batman Lego or Lego Batman, I'm going to come up with some pictures, some images here. You've probably done this before. Let's go ahead and choose this one. I'm going to click on View Image. You want to see the actual picture. Notice at the top it ends with a .jpg. You want to look for a .jpg or a .png, but you want to make sure it's a picture file. So this is an actual picture file. I'm going to select the whole thing and right-click and copy it. Then I'm going to go back to my code, and after the end H1 tag, because I want the picture to be after the words, I'm going to go img space src, which is image followed by source, and equals. This is where it gets a little tricky. You want to put in 2 quotes, and inside of the quotes, we're going to put in that file that we copied. So I'm going to go paste. So this is that big URL or that big picture that we found online. And now if we hit save, we come over here to our site and we hit refresh. Boom, we have that picture. Boom, we have that picture, and it's huge. We are going to need to shrink it. So let's come over here, and we're going to go HEIGHT equals, we're going to change the height of the picture to make it only 200 pixels. Now, 200 pixels may seem like a lot, but it's actually not very big. I'm going to hit save, I hit refresh, dink, and boom, 200 pixels. Pretty small, right? Let's go ahead and stick a border around it, just for fun. BORDER equals 10. Now, you'll notice that I've left a space here, and that's important. So after the quote, leave a space. Then I wrote height equals quote 200. Then space border equals quote 10. And then if I save it and I hit refresh, boom. You're going to find another picture. How about this one? This one looks cool. View image. I'm going to copy this. We're going to go back to my code here. I'm going to go down and type in another img space src equals quote, paste it, quote, space. I'm going to make my height equal to 200 pixels, so it's the same as the other one. And I'm going to make the border 10 pixels thick. That's what this is here, equal to 10. Make sure you put in your angle bracket right there and save. Come back over here and refresh. This is refresh button, and boom. If you want a shortcut on refresh, you can hit F5, the F5 key on your keyboard way at the top, F5, will refresh it too. So now I've got 2 pictures here. We need a link. Click to learn more about Batman. So I'm going to come over here. We're going to go to our code again, and we're going to put in a space href. The A tag, or the anchor tag, is what says we're going to make a link. And href, hypertext reference, tells us where we're linking to. So we're going to put equals and quote, and then we have to set it to a link. Where do we want it to link to? Well, what's it even going to say? So I'm going to type something like this. Click to learn more about Batman, right? And then after it, I'm going to end the A tag. So this is the A, and and I click /A to end the anchor tag. And then click to learn more about Batman right here. Now, where do I want to take them? That's a good question. How about we just go to Wikipedia, and we'll just type in Batman. So here we can link to a Wikipedia Batman. I'm just going to copy this URL here. I'm going to go back to my code and right-click and paste. So A space href, go to this Wikipedia website. When you click on these words, oh, and stop doing that, by the way. So after this stuff, it's not going to be a link. If you forget to put in this end A, then everything after it is also going to be a link, and we don't want that. So now we go File and Save. So we just go to Save. We come back here to our page and hit Refresh. And now we have this click to learn more about Batman. Now, we want this to be below it. We want to move it down. Now, as you can see, I can put in as many enters as I want, save, and it's not going to move it down. We have to have a special code to move it down, and that's what we call the break tag or the BR tag. I'm going to go ahead and put in 2 of them. It's just BR. I'm going to put in 2 of those right there, and if I save it and come back and hit refresh, you'll see it's moved down a bit. Now, it's time for us to put in our video. Pretty simple. All we have to do is go over to YouTube. So we search Lego Batman on YouTube, and we click on a trailer if we want. This is it, and we just go to share, because we're going to share it with our website. We're going to go to embed, and that's actually going to give us code. See how this is HTML code? I right-click on it. I go copy. I go back to my code. And then after this A space href, I paste it. Now I'm going to need a BR tag here. As you can see, it's going to look a little messy right now when I hit refresh because the video, it's all here. I want to move this video down, and I'm going to put in right here 2 BR tags. I hit save, come back over here and hit refresh, and now it's down below it. So the only thing that's different now between this and this is some of my coloring here. So really quick, let me show you how that works. First of all, we're going to choose a background. So if I go to Google and I type in background dark, there's lots of dark backgrounds. If I go to images, I recommend that you come over here to tools and you select size larger than 2 MP, which means you're only going to be finding big pictures, and then you're just going to choose one. You're going to click view image. Remember, it wants to look like a picture. This is a .jpg, so this is a picture file. I copy the entire thing. I go over to my code, and in the body tag, because it's going to be the background for the whole body, I go body space. I'm still inside the angle brackets. Body space BACKGROUND equals quote, and then inside those quotes, I'm going to paste that picture. So save. I come back to Batman is awesome and refresh. Boom. Now I can't see these words though because they're black, kind of on black. It's hard to see, very little contrast. So let's change this up here. I'm going to make these words white. So all I'm going to do is right after my center tag. Why after the center tag? Well, because it's before the words. You want to put this in before the words. Before the words. And then we're going to go font, which is telling us about our font, space, color equals, quote, and I'm just going to write white. There's a lot of ways to do color. Typically, we do color in CSS. For the sake of this, we're just going to keep it simple. Font, space, color equals, quote, white will work, okay? And then save it, and we come back and hit refresh, and then our words are white, our border is white, it's looking great. Our border is white. It's looking great. In fact, it's almost looking identical, except for a couple of things. I can see that this font face is different. I used a font called Verdana for this. So let's go ahead and change that. Then we put space right after the white, the quote here. And then I'm going to write face equals, quote, Verdana. Now, if you go to Microsoft Word, you can see a giant list of fonts. You can use almost any of those and put those in here, and it'll work too. I hit save and refresh. Now you can see that my words look different. We're looking really similar here, really similar. What's the only other difference here? It looks like is this link is purple, and why don't we just make it white? To do that, we go into our code, and inside the body tag again, we're just going to tell it to make all the links and visited links white. So after this JPG quote here, I'm going to put space, link, meaning the link color is white, and v-link color is white. So links and v-links, or the link color, which is normally blue, v-link color, which is normally purple, we're just going to set them both to white. I hit save, come back over here, and refresh. Now, I have a website. I got 2 pictures. I can click. It takes me to my website. I got a video I can play right here. And that's it. You have just made your first website. Congratulations.